Hello, my name is Juliana, and today I'm going to be discussing the negative impact of the fashion industry. Do you know that 85% of our clothes ends up in landfills and adds up to 21 billion pounds of textile waste per year, according to HarmonyOne.com? Most people don't realize this, but when we shop at retail stores such as Forever 21 and Zara, we are contributing to environmental pollution and the unethical treatment of employees. As consumers, we can reduce the negative impact we have in our surroundings by making more sustainable and ethical choices when shopping for clothes. My first experience shopping with my own money was actually at a Goodwill because I knew that the items would be less money and I'd be able to afford more things. So I remember finding a pair of designer shoes for $15. And later on that night, I researched them and they retailed for $600. And that's when my interest for shopping secondhand had begun. Being a conscious consumer when shopping allows you to reduce your impact on the environment, your community, and even your wallet. In this speech, I will be informing you on how shopping at fast fashion retail stores is detrimental to our environment, how brands are unethically treating their employees, and how we can benefit from shopping secondhand. So how does shopping at a retail store affect our environment? According to the book titled Assessing the Environmental Impacts of Textiles and the Clothing Supply Chain, published in 2014 by Woodhead, it states, manufacturing clothing is prone to creating multiple environmental impacts, starting from the cultivation or production of the fiber all the way to the disposal of the garment itself. Fast fashion allows for consumers to purchase whatever is on trend and whatever is on sale every few weeks or so, which means that new garments are constantly being made. The book also states that the rapid development of the fashion industry and the move to shorter fast fashion cycles has made the problem worse by shortening the life of many fashion items, which may now be discarded by consumers very rapidly just because of the new fashion trends which are changing. And they're discarded even though the items are still wearable. Many consumers overpurchase these low quality items just because of the low price tag without realizing how fast and easily damaged the garment can get. This leads for the consumer to get rid of their clothes and it ends up in the landfills, which over time produces carbon dioxide emissions, which pollutes the air that we breathe. The production of clothes, starting from the fiber to the actual development of the garment, is harmful to our environment. And according to unwrinkling.com, it states that producing synthetic fibers like polyester requires lots of energy, as well as crude oil like petroleum. Byproducts includes toxic gases and chemicals. This is stated in the Why Thrift section of the website, last updated in June of 2013. Now that we understand how shopping at a retail store is detrimental to our environment, how does it affect our community? Many people don't realize this, but when we're shopping at fast fashion retail stores, it affects people in other countries. For example, in the documentary called The True Cost, produced by Andrew Morgan in 2016, it examines how factory workers in Bangladesh who produce garments for H&M are being overworked in these unsafe and deadly conditions while being underpaid. The documentary states that the roughly 40 million factory workers worldwide, the majority of whom make less than $3 a day. In order to avoid our contribution to this statistic, it's important for us to vote with our dollar and to stop shopping from these fast fashion multi-billion-dollar retail stores and to start supporting our local businesses around us and small boutiques. So, shopping secondhand at thrift stores allows you to know where your money is directly going. The Cancer Society and Goodwill are a few thrift stores that benefit those in need, so you can feel good about purchasing clothes from them and scoring amazing finds. According to the Tennessee Tribune newspaper, article titled "With Goodwill's Help, Young Man Changes Troubled Life," and published in October 2016, it mentions that for nearly 60 years, Goodwill Industries of Middle Tennessee provided job training and job placement free of charge to people with disabilities or other burners to employment through the sale of donated items. And to the left in the corner is a man named Devin, who was one of these people who recently got out of jail and started a new life after working at Goodwill. Not only is thrifting great for the environment and your community, but it's also great for your wallet. Shopping secondhand allows you to save so much money on treasures that you normally wouldn't be able to afford at retail price. And in fact, as things are getting more expensive, more people are gravitating towards shopping at thrift stores. As Oregon Business Magazine article titled, "When Things Get Bad, It's Good Business for Thrift Stores," published in 2008 states, tight times for consumers have pushed sales at Goodwill Industries of Columbia Willamette up by 9%, and donations have increased by 15%. Thrifting allows you to be more open towards new fashion trends that you wouldn't feel comfortable doing or purchasing at retail prices, since prices can be pretty high, and allows you to reinvent your style without making a dent in your budget. Shopping at thrift stores allows you to cultivate your dream wardrobe without spending a ton of money, and you have the potential of finding pieces that are unique and rare or were sold out in the thrift store or in the retail store. A great point made by Unwrinkling.com states, "There's bound to be lots of clothes that were produced decades ago or produced across the country or in some other circumstance that makes them different than what the average shopper is buying off the sale rack at the mall." These are just a few of the many personal, social, and environmental benefits of shopping at thrift stores. In conclusion, we as consumers can reduce the negative impact we have on our environment and our community by making the sustainable and ethical decision to shop secondhand. By shopping secondhand and voting with your dollar, you're lowering your fashion footprint, giving clothes and the people in your community a second chance, and saving yourself money while scoring amazing finds. During my research on this topic, I found a quote that really stuck with me, and it was on a website called Unwrinkling.com that states, "Every garment purchased secondhand means one less new one produced." And that's it. Thank you.